When learning about pop art and Andy Warhol, we noticed that he used objects or icons from pop culture at his time. So, for example, he would use celebrities like Marilyn Monroe, cartoon characters like Mickey Mouse, but he would also use regular everyday objects like Campbell's soup can, bananas, and then he would screen print them in a way that made them look a little bit more unique, abstract. The colors popped. The colors were contrasting from their backgrounds. So that's what made it pop art. So what you're going to do is you're going to photograph an object from everyday life. I'm choosing a glue bottle. You can decide if you want your backgrounds to be patterned or textured, or if you just want them to be plain and simple. But you're going to need 2 copies of your image. One copy where the background is as is, and a second copy that you open up in Canva and remove the background and save as that PNG with the transparent background. So you want 2 versions. And then while you are in PIXLR, when you have your original image opened, you are going to play around with your colors. You want your first layer. You can choose any kind of colors or edits. You can go up to filter. You can choose something from the effects library. You can go to colors. You can choose something there. Or, let's see, I can just start here. You can even go to adjustments and play around with temperatures and tints to really get it to a color that you want. Okay, then you are going to go up to layer, add image as layer, pull in your image of your object that you have removed the background from. You may need to resize it, so you may need to zoom out and resize it. And you're going to try to resize it to the point where you are just layering it right on top of your first layer. Now, while that second layer that you just added is highlighted, you are going to, again, play around with your filters. Again, you can go to Effects Library. You can look through those, see if there's anything there that you like. You can also, again, play with hue, saturation, color balance, brightness, contrast. There's so many things that you can play around with in here. I'm just going to go up to adjustments. I'll just do temperatures and tints real quick. But just make sure whatever you are choosing that you are making it opposite or contrasting from your background. So right now that is contrasting. So when you save that, I would suggest that you rename it because you're going to be doing this 4 different times. So I'm going to call this one Pop Art 4. And you can see there that I've done this 4 times already. Once you have 4 files that are all contrasting in colors, you are going to create a new image. I would suggest that you click photo, and I would suggest that you just scroll down to an 8x10 portrait, because this is just our blank canvas, and it's okay if things don't fit on this at first. We can do some cropping. But then you are just going to simply layer, add image as layer, and add each of your 4 different contrasting edits. So I'll start with my Pop Art 1. I'm going to put it in the corner. I need to fit 4 here like a quadrant, so we'll start here. See how I do. Again, layer, add image as layer. I'm going to find my Pop Art 2. And this is where I need to use those snap grid lines to help me. It's okay if you have extra room, remember, because you are going to be able to crop these. I'm just trying to match it as perfectly as I can here. Again, layer, add image as layer. I'm going to grab number 3 and do my best to get them lined up. Layer, add image as layer, and the last one, number 4. That looks about right. So now I can go in and I can crop so that I have the entire canvas the way that I want it. I'm going to zoom in, verify that I like it, and file, save. I would suggest JPEG for this one. Bump your resolution all the way up, and then call this one Pop Art Final. And now you have taken an object from popular culture. You have done some editing in a way to resemble an Andy Warhol print, and you have a composition that relates to pop art in photography.